Cats. Noun. An animal of the family Felidae. Verb. To hoist the anchor by its ring so that it hangs at the cathead. Noun. A program and command in Unix that reads one or more files and directs their content to the standard output. Verb. To apply the cat command to one or more files. Noun. A catapult. Noun. Any of a variety of earth-moving machines. From their manufacturer Caterpillar Inc. Noun. A twin-hulled ship or boat. Noun. A group, often named or numbered, to which items are assigned based on similarity or defined criteria. Noun. Any fish of the order Siluriformes, mainly found in fresh water, lacking scales, and having barbels like whiskers around the mouth. Noun. Someone who creates a fake profile on a social media platform in order to deceive people. Analytical. Adjective, of or pertaining to analysis, resolving into elements or constituent parts. Craft. Noun. Strength, power, might, force. Verb. To make by hand and with much skill. Follows. Noun. Sometimes attributive. In billiards and similar games. A stroke causing a ball to follow another ball after hitting it. Verb. To go after. To pursue. To move behind in the same path or direction. Charge. Noun. The amount of money levied for a service. Verb. To assign a duty or a responsibility to. Flood. Noun. Usually disastrous. Overflow of water from a lake or other body of water due to excessive rainfall or other input of water. Verb. To overflow, as by water from excessive rainfall. Cyclist. Noun. A person who rides a cycle, especially a bicycle, or who habitually engages in cycling. Freshly. Adverb. Recently, newly. Niches. Noun. A cavity, hollow, or recess, generally within the thickness of a wall, for a statue, bust, or other erect ornament. Hence, any similar position, literal or figurative. Chocolate. Noun. A food made from ground roasted cocoa beans. Verb. Chiefly in the past participle. To add chocolate to. To cover. Food. In chocolate. Adjective. Made of or containing chocolate. Chauffeur. Noun. A person employed to drive a private motor car or a hired car of executive or luxury class. Like a limousine. Verb. To be, or act as. A chauffeur. Driver of a motor car. Alchemist. Noun. One who practices alchemy. Allergies. Noun. A disorder of the immune system causing adverse reactions to substances. Allergens. Not harmful to most and marked by the body's production of histamines and associated with atopy. Anaphylaxis. An asthma. Normal. Noun. A line or vector that is perpendicular to another line. Surface. Or plane. Adjective. According to norms or rules or to a regular pattern. Dominated. Verb. To govern, rule or control by superior authority or power. Compilation. Noun. The act or process of compiling or gathering together from various sources. Abroad. Noun. Countries or lands abroad. Adverb. Beyond the bounds of a country. In foreign countries. Preposition. Throughout. Over. Horn. Noun. A hard growth of keratin that protrudes from the top of the head of certain animals. Usually paired. Verb. Of an animal. To assault with the horns. Conclusions. Noun. The end, finish, close or last part of something. Excite. Verb. To stir the emotions of. Dedicated. Verb. To set apart for a deity or for religious purposes. Consecrate. Adjective. Devoted. Loyal. Conscientious. Hawk. Noun. A diurnal predatory bird of the family Accipitridae. Smaller than an eagle. Verb. To hunt with a hawk. Anyway. Adverb. Regardless. Anyhow. Networking. Verb. to interact socially for the purpose of getting connections or personal advancement. Noun, the use of computer networks. Bag. Noun, a flexible container made of cloth, paper, plastic, etc. Verb, to put into a bag. Integrated. Verb, to form into one whole, to make entire, to complete, to renew, to restore, to perfect. Adjective, composed and coordinated to form a whole. Invent. Verb, to design a new process or mechanism. Installment. Noun, one of a series of parts, whether equal or unequal to the other parts of the series, of a given entity or a given process. Which part presents or is presented at a particular scheduled interval. Authority. Noun, the power to enforce rules or give orders. Continued. Verb, to proceed with, doing an activity, to prolong an activity. Noun, the word continued when placed in the end of the page to show it is to be continued. Adjective, prolonged, unstopped. Bunch. Noun, a group of similar things, either growing together, or in a cluster or clump, usually fastened together. Verb, to gather into a bunch. Find. Noun, anything that is found, usually valuable, as objects on an archaeological site or a person with talent. Verb, to encounter or discover by accident. To happen upon. Bankrupt. Noun, one who becomes unable to pay his or her debts. An insolvent person. Verb, to force into bankruptcy. Adjective, in a condition of bankruptcy. Unable to pay one's debts. Multiplexed. Verb, to interleave several activities. Days. Noun, any period of 24 hours. Verb, to spend a day, in a place. Noun, a particular time or period of vague extent. Fulfill. Verb, to satisfy, carry out, bring to completion, an obligation, a requirement, etc. Exile. Noun, the state of being banished from one's home or country. Verb, to send into exile. Detour. Noun, a diversion or deviation from one's original route. Verb, to make a detour. Intuitive. Noun, one who has, especially parapsychological, intuition. Adjective, spontaneous, without requiring conscious thought. Damp. Noun, moisture, humidity, dampness. Verb, to dampen, to make moderately wet. Adjective, in a state between dry and wet. Moderately wet, moist. Charter. Noun, a document issued by some authority, creating a public or private institution, and defining its purposes and privileges. Verb, to grant or establish a charter. Adjective, leased or hired. Discotheque. Noun, slightly obsolete, a nightclub where dancing takes place. Gamble. Noun, a bet or wager. Verb, to take a risk, with the potential of a positive outcome. Hit. Noun, a blow, a punch, a striking against, the collision of one body against another, the stroke that touches anything. Verb, heading, physical, to strike. Adjective, very successful. Limits. Noun, a restriction, a bound beyond which one may not go. Verb, to restrict, not to allow to go beyond a certain bound. To set boundaries. Hunt. Noun, the act of hunting. Verb, to find or search for an animal in the wild with the intention of killing the animal for its meat, or for sport. Fundraiser. Noun, an event undertaken to get money by voluntary contributions for a particular activity, such as equipment for extracurricular sports programs, or to defray laboratory costs. Salaries, for research of a cure for a particular disease. Deer. Noun, a ruminant mammal with antlers and hooves of the family Cervidae, or one of several similar animals from related families of the order Artiodactyla. Cheat. Verb, to violate rules in order to gain advantage from a situation. Congress. Noun, a coming together of two or more people, a meeting. Verb, to assemble together. Hose. Noun, a flexible tube conveying water or other fluid. Verb, to water or spray with a hose. Bend. Noun, a curve. Verb, to cause something to change its shape into a curve, by physical force, chemical action, or any other means. Circumstances. Noun, that which attends, or relates to, or in some way affects, a fact or event, an attendant thing or state of things. King. Noun, a male monarch, a man who heads a monarchy. If it's an absolute monarchy, then he is the supreme ruler of his nation. Verb, to crown king, to make a person king. Cultures. Noun, the arts, customs, lifestyles, background, and habits that characterize a particular society or nation. Verb, to maintain in an environment suitable for growth, especially a bacteria. Compare cultivate. Bumpy. Adjective, rough, jumpy, causing or characterized by jolts and irregular movements. Confusing. Verb, to puzzle, perplex, baffle, bewilder somebody. Adjective, difficult to understand, not clear as lacking order, chaotic, etc. Enjoying. Verb, to receive pleasure or satisfaction from something. Guy. Noun, an effigy of a man burned on a bonfire on the anniversary of the gunpowder plot. The 5th of November. Verb, to exhibit an effigy of Guy Fawkes around the 5th of November. Developer. Noun, a person or entity engaged in the creation or improvement of certain classes of products. Brush stroke. Noun, the stroke of a brush, as in painting. Intolerant. Noun, one who is intolerant, a bigot. Middle. Noun, a center, midpoint. Verb, to take a middle view of. Adjective, located in the middle, in between. Bench. Noun, a long seat with or without a back, found for example in parks and schools. Verb, to remove a player from play. Hunter. Noun, one who hunts game for sport or for food, a huntsman or huntswoman. Caregiver. Noun, a carer. Missionary. Noun, one who is sent on a mission. Adjective, relating to a religious mission. Element. Noun, one of the simplest or essential parts or principles of which anything consists, or upon which the constitution or fundamental powers of anything are based. Verb, to compound of elements. Lot. Noun, a large quantity or number, a great deal. Verb, to allot, to sort, to apportion. Doctor. Noun, a person or firm that owes money, one in debt, one who owes a debt. Human. Noun, a human being, whether man, woman or child. Verb, to behave as or become, or to cause to behave as or become. A human. Adjective, not comp. Of or belonging to the species Homo sapiens or its closest relatives. Curriculum. Noun, the set of courses, coursework, and their content, offered at a school or university. Bottleneck. Noun, the narrow portion that forms the pouring spout of a bottle. The neck of a bottle. Verb, to slow by causing a bottleneck. Localized. Verb, to make local, to fix in, or assign to, a definite place. Adjective, limited to a particular area, in a local vicinity only. Guild. Noun, a group or association mainly of tradespeople made up of merchants, craftspeople, or artisans for mutual aid, particularly in the Middle Ages. Evaluation. Noun, an assessment, such as an annual personnel performance review used as the basis for a salary increase or bonus, or a summary of a particular situation. Expert. Noun, a person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Adjective, extraordinarily capable or knowledgeable. Forgive. Verb, to pardon, to waive any negative feeling or desire for punishment. retribution, or compensation. Expansion. Noun, the act or process of expanding. Making. Noun, the act of forming, causing, or constituting. Workmanship, construction. Campus. Noun, the grounds or property of a school, college, university, business, church, or hospital, often understood to include buildings and other structures. Verb, to confine to campus as a punishment. Matching. Verb, to agree, to be equal, to correspond. Noun, the process by which things are matched together or paired up. Adjective, the same as another, sharing the same design. 15. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 14, 14, and before 16, 16. Me. Pronoun, as the direct object of a verb. Camping. Verb, to live in a tent or similar temporary accommodation. Noun, the recreational activity of temporarily living in a tent or similar accommodation, usually in the wilderness. Allowed. Verb, to grant, give, admit, accord, afford, or yield, to let one have. Adjective, allotted. Fee. Noun, feudal law, a right to the use of a superior's land, as a stipend for services to be performed. Also, the land so held. A fief. Verb, to reward for services performed, or to be performed, to recompense, to hire or keep in hire. Hence, to bribe. Exercising. Verb, to exert for the sake of training or improvement, to practice in order to develop. Noun, the act by which something is exercised. Million. Numeral, long and short scales. The cardinal number 1,000,000 to 106, 1,000,000. Fall through. Verb, to be unsuccessful, abort, come to nothing, not, to be cancelled, not to proceed. Issue. Noun, the action or an instance of flowing or coming out, an outflow, particularly. Verb, to flow out, to proceed from, to come out or from. Anonymous. Adjective, lacking a name, not named, for example an animal not assigned to any species. Exhibit. Noun, an instance of exhibiting. Verb, to display or show something for others to see, especially at an exhibition or contest. Clean. Noun, removal of dirt. Verb, to remove dirt from a place or object. Adjective, heading, physical, free of dirt or impurities or protuberances. Adverb, fully and completely. Chemical. Noun, any specific chemical element or chemical compound or alloy. Adjective, of or relating to chemistry. Barmaid. Noun, a woman who serves in a bar. Future. Noun, the time ahead, those moments yet to be experienced. Adjective, having to do with or occurring in the future. Noun, short for futures contract. Lung. Noun, a biological organ of vertebrates that controls breathing and oxygenates the blood. Barrier. Noun, a structure that bars passage. Verb, to block or obstruct with a barrier. Beneath. Adverb, below or underneath. Preposition, below. Daddy. Noun, usually childish, father. Verb, to father, to sire. Asleep. Adjective, in a state of sleep, also, broadly, resting. Email. Noun, a system for transferring messages from one computer to another, usually through a network. Verb, to send an email or emails to. Gathering. Noun, a meeting or get-together, a party or social function. Computers. Noun, a person employed to perform computations, one who computes. Base. Noun, something from which other things extend. A foundation. Verb, to give as its foundation or starting point. To lay the foundation of. Noun, a low spectrum of sound tones. Noun, a root. Impact. Noun, the striking of one body against another. Collision. Verb, to collide or strike. the act of impinging. History. Noun, the aggregate of past events. Verb, to narrate or record. 19. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 18 and before 20. Represented in Roman numerals as 19 and in Arabic numerals as 19. It is the last, largest of the teens. Jogging. Noun, the action of the verb to jog. Brackets. Noun, a fixture attached to a wall to hold up a shelf. Verb, to support by means of mechanical brackets. Maid. Noun, a grub or maggot. 15. Numeral, the cardinal number occurring after 14, 14, and before 16, 16. Global. Noun, a globally scoped identifier. Adjective, concerning all parts of the world. Adverb, in the global manner. Worldwide. Experts. Noun, a person with extensive knowledge or ability in a given subject. Mode. Noun, one of several ancient Greek scales. Names. Noun, any nounal word or phrase which indicates a particular person, place, class, or thing. Verb, detransitive, to give a name to. Noun, any of several types of true yam. Dioscorea, used in Caribbean Spanish cooking. Contents. Verb, to give contentment or satisfaction. To satisfy, to make happy. Noun, that which is contained. Noun, usually in the plural, that which is contained. Ahead. Adverb, in or to the front, in advance, onward. Announcing. Verb, to give public notice, especially for the first time, to make known. Modest. Adjective, not bragging or boasting about oneself or one's achievements. Unpretentious, humble. Crucial. Adjective, essential or decisive for determining the outcome or future of something. Extremely important. Notification. Noun, the act of notifying. Dehumidifier. Noun, a device for removing the moisture content from air. Leaf. Noun, the usually green and flat organ that represents the most prominent feature of most vegetative plants. Verb, to produce leaves. Put forth foliage. East. Noun, one of the four principal compass points. Specifically 90 degrees. Conventionally directed to the right on maps. The direction of the rising sun at an equinox. Abbreviated as E. Adjective, situated or lying in or towards the east. Eastward. Adverb, towards the east. Eastwards. Chemist. Noun, a person who specializes in the science of chemistry, especially at a professional level. Ability. Noun, suitableness. Brother. Noun, son of the same parents as another person. Verb, to treat as a brother. Interjection, expressing exasperation. Copies. Noun, the result of copying. An identical duplicate of an original. Verb, to produce an object identical to a given object. Compatible. Noun, something that is compatible with something else. Adjective, capable of easy interaction. Hiring. Verb, to obtain the services of in return for fixed payment. Noun, the act by which an employee is hired. Pronoun, the speaker or writer, referred to as the grammatical subject of a sentence. Noun, an instance of the interjection ah. Verb, to give a cry of ah. Interjection, an expression of relief, relaxation, comfort, confusion, understanding, wonder, awe, etc., according to uttered inflection. Measurement. Noun, the act of measuring. Deliberately. Adverb, intentionally, or after deliberation, not accidentally. Economic. Adjective, pertaining to an economy. Focused. Verb, followed by on or upon. To concentrate one's attention. Adjective, directing all one's efforts towards achieving a particular goal. Already. Adverb, prior to some specified time. Either past, present, or future. By this time. Previously. Cassette. Noun. A small flat case containing magnetic tape on 2 reels. Used to record and play back audio and video material. Adrenaline. Noun. Epinephrine, the hormone and neurotransmitter. Bundle. Noun. A group of objects held together by wrapping or tying. Verb. To tie or wrap together into a bundle. Verb. Often with on. To jump into a dogpile. Heroes. Noun. Somebody who possesses great bravery and carries out extraordinary or noble deeds. Compassionate. Verb. To feel compassion. For someone or with regard to something. To regard someone or something with compassion. Adjective. Having, feeling or showing compassion to or toward someone. Biking. Verb. To ride a bike. Noun. The sport of riding a bicycle. Massage. Noun. The action of rubbing, kneading or hitting someone's body. To help the person relax. Prepare for muscular action, as in contact sports. Or to relieve aches. Verb. To rub and knead someone's body or a part of a body. To perform a massage on somebody. Clone. Noun. A living organism. Originally a plant. Produced asexually from a single ancestor, to which it is genetically identical. Verb. To create a clone of. Bill. Noun. Any of various bladed or pointed handweapons. Originally designating an Anglo-Saxon sword, and later a weapon of infantry, especially in the 14th and 15th centuries. Commonly consisting of a broad, heavy, double-edged, hook-shaped blade, with a short pike at the back and another at the top, attached to the end of a long staff. Verb. To dig, chop, etc. With a bill. Franco. Noun. The currency issued between 1805 and 1808 of Lucca in Tuscany, Italy. Help. Noun. Action given to provide assistance, aid. Indication. Noun. Act of pointing out or indicating. Late. Noun. A shift, scheduled work period, that takes place late in the day or at night. Adjective. Near the end of a period of time. Adverb. After a deadline has passed. Past a designated time. Busy. Noun. A police officer. Verb. To make somebody busy or active. To occupy. Adjective. Crowded with business or activities. Having a great deal going on. Democratic. Adjective. Pertaining to democracy. Favoring democracy. Are constructed upon the principle of government by the people. Holds. Noun. A grasp or grip. Verb. To grasp or grip. Noun. The cargo area of a ship or aircraft. Often holds or cargo hold. Helper. Noun. One who helps. An aid. Diagrams. Noun. A plan, drawing, sketch or outline to show how something works, or show the relationships between the parts of a whole. Verb. To represent or indicate something using a diagram. Date. Noun. The fruit of the date palm. Phoenix dactylifera. Somewhat in the shape of an olive. Containing a soft, sweet pulp and enclosing a hard kernel. Linguist. Noun. One who studies linguistics. Creates. Verb. To bring into existence. Sometimes in particular smiley face. Instruments. Noun. A device used to produce music. Verb. To apply measuring devices. Circumstances. Noun. That which attends, or relates to, or in some way affects, a fact or event, an attendant thing or state of things. Culture. Noun. The arts, customs, lifestyles, background, and habits that characterize a particular society or nation. Verb. To maintain in an environment suitable for growth, especially a bacteria. Compare cultivate. Grab. Noun. A sudden snatch at something. Verb. To grip suddenly, to seize, to clutch. Kangaroo. Noun. A member of the Macropodidae family of large marsupials with strong hind legs for hopping. Native to Australia. Verb. To practice kangaroo care on an infant. To hold a premature infant against the skin. Adjective. Of or relating to Australia. Decorator. Noun. Someone who decorates. Invite. Verb. To ask for the presence or participation of someone or something. Action. Noun. Something done so as to accomplish a purpose. Verb. To act on a request, etc. In order to put it into effect. Interjection. Demanding or signifying the start of something. Usually an act or scene of a theatric performance. Blind. Noun. A covering for a window to keep out light. The covering may be made of cloth or of narrow slats that can block light or allow it to pass. Verb. To make temporarily or permanently blind. Adjective. Of a person or animal. Unable to see, due to physiological or neurological factors. Adverb. Without seeing, unseeingly. Combination. Noun. The act of combining, the state of being combined or the result of combining. Abilities. Noun. Suitableness. Engaged. Verb. Heading. To interact socially. Adjective. Agreed to be married. Forgive. Verb. To pardon. To waive any negative feeling or desire for punishment. Retribution. Or compensation. Homeowner. Noun. Someone who owns a house. Clinical. Noun. A medical student's session spent in a real-world nursing environment. Adjective. Of or pertaining to a medical clinic or facility. Energy. Noun. The impetus behind all motion and all activity. Maps. Noun. A visual representation of an area, whether real or imaginary. Verb. To create a visual representation of a territory, etc. Via cartography. Legislation. Noun. The act of legislating, preparation and enactment of laws, the laws enacted. Blossom. Noun. A flower, especially one indicating that a fruit tree is fruiting. A mass of such flowers. Verb. To have, or open into. Blossoms. To bloom. Magic. Noun. The application of rituals or actions, especially those based on occult knowledge, to subdue or manipulate natural or supernatural beings and forces in order to have some benefit from them. Verb. To produce, transform, something, as if, by magic. Adjective. Having supernatural talents, properties or qualities attributed to magic. Cluttered. Verb. To fill something with clutter. Adjective. Scattered with a disorderly mixture of objects that take up space. Littered. Fighting. Verb. To contend in physical conflict, either singly or in war, battle, etc. Adjective. Engaged in war or other conflict. Corresponding. Verb. Constructed with to be equivalent or similar in character, quantity, quality, origin, structure, function, etc. Noun. A correspondence. The situation where things correspond or match. Adjective. That have a similar relationship. Crowded. Verb. To press forward, to advance by pushing. Verb. To play on a crowd. To fiddle. Adjective. Containing too many of something. Teeming. It's. Noun. One who is neither a he nor a she. A creature. A dehumanized being. Pronoun. The one, or ones, belonging to it. Disappointment. Noun. A feeling of sadness or frustration when a strongly held expectation is not met. Conscientious. Adjective. Thorough, careful, or vigilant in one's task performance. Indexing. Verb. To arrange an index for something, especially a long text. Noun. A system used to assign indexes. Instead. Adverb. In the place of something, usually mentioned earlier, as a substitute or alternative. General. Noun. A general fact or proposition. A generality. Verb. To lead. Soldiers. As a general. Adjective. Including or involving every part or member of a given or implied entity. Whole, etc. As opposed to specific or particular. Adverb. in a general or collective manner or sense. In most cases. Upon the whole. Before. Adverb. At an earlier time. Preposition. Earlier than. In time. Conjunction. In advance of the time when. Mechanic. Noun. A manual worker. A laborer or artisan. Adjective. Mechanical. Relating to the laws of motion in the art of constructing things. Affordable. Adjective. Able to be afforded. Inexpensive or reasonably priced. Checks. Noun. A situation in which the king is directly threatened by an opposing piece. Verb. To inspect. To examine. Noun. Usually pluralized. A pattern made up of a grid of squares of alternating colors. A checkered pattern. Verb. To mark with a check pattern. Darkness. Noun. The state of being dark. Lack of light. Downstairs. Noun. The lower floor of a house. At ground level. Adjective. A floor lower than the current one. Adverb. Living. Stepping. Or coming down the stairs. Mayonnaise. Noun. A dressing made from vegetable oil. Raw egg yolks and seasoning. Used on salads. With French fries. In sandwiches, etc. Good. Adjective. Of people. Interjection. That is good. An elliptical exclamation of satisfaction or commendation. Charge. Noun. The amount of money levied for a service. Verb. To assign a duty or responsibility to. Liquids. Noun. A substance that is flowing and keeping no shape, such as water. A substance of which the molecules, while not tending to separate from one another like those of a gas, readily change their relative position, and which therefore retains no definite shape, except that determined by the containing receptacle. An inelastic fluid. Merit. Noun. A claim to commendation or a reward. Verb. To deserve, to earn.